So what I have here are the three major parts house suppliers in Arizona, much less the United States. Not sure about any other places, but they are Napa, O'Reilly's, and AutoZone. And I have each of their tier levels of their filters for the Hyundai Genesis Coupe and other various Hyundai Kia models. And then I also have the OEM from Hyundai, and then I have a non-parts house aftermarket OEM design filter, and then I have a used non-parts house oil filter. That is the lower tier from EcoGuard or EcoGuard, however you want to pronounce it. So purpose of today's video is just to show that these are all OEM design from the non-Hyundai, and that, yeah, you can get them, you can use them. Your car is not going to have any issues with it unless it already has. Because I know a big thing was that Hyundai had put out their technical service bulletin stating that you must use the OEM Hyundai filter if you don't want any issues with your 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine. And so that has made everyone think that you have to use the OEM Hyundai filter, which you don't. So I will take out the OEM one, and we'll take a little peek down there. Try and show you as best I can. So there's the bypass valve with the H on it. And then there's the 5 inlet holes. There's the silicone anti-drainback valve. And then there's the rubber O-ring. And then it has the plastic over it so no materials can get inside of it. And then you can see the metal core. It has the little dimples in it next to the holes that go to the filter material. So here's the case. But anyway, so there's that one. And then I'll take out the what I like to call the OEM Plus. It is the full filter. Napa used to carry them. I don't know if Full still makes them, or if they're discontinued, or Napa just doesn't get them anymore. But this has larger pleats on it. There's a little cutout. I did a video a while ago showing it, but anyways, I will be reintroducing it again. So again, here's the bypass valve down there, the silicone anti-drainback valve, the rubber gasket, and then the holes. No dimples like the OEM one, but nonetheless, like I stated before, it is a OEM design and definitely is usable. So now I will do the lower tier parts house filters. along with the used Echo Guard. Yeah, it is used, so excuse me for not having a new one, but anyways, I'm not gonna be able to, well, I might. Okay, I'll get a little oil on me, but anyways, you can barely see the bypass valve, and then there's the base plate with the same amount of holes, and they're pretty sure the same diameter. And then the O-ring is a little different than the OEM and the full filter, but nonetheless, pretty much the same. This metal core on the inside does have the dimples, so just like the OEM one. And yeah, so that's the Echo Guard X10479 oil filter. And now, most recently, I had checked at AutoZone, and I noticed that it's OEM design now. It's not like the Mobile One or the K&N or the Walmart SuperTech one. Those were all three pretty much the same thing. But anyways, here's the Napa Proformer. And keep in mind that the Echo Guard has that number 20 on the base plate. So keep that in mind as I'm going through all of the bottom tier Parts House filters. So again, here we are with the Proformer. That is part number 21334. But as you can see, there's the number 20. There are the inlet holes. There's 5, just like all the other ones. There's the bypass valve down there. It is a rubber anti-drain back valve and a rubber O-ring. And then we look down at the metal core, and there are no dimples. It's just the holes leading to the filter media. And yeah, okay. So no dimples, but nonetheless, another OEM design. And that one's made in China. So I'll put that one aside, and then let's see, I gotta look on the Echo Guard. That one also is made in China. Okay. Now on to the O'Reilly's Micro Guard, and that is MGL51334. Something very similar with the part number 21334. Yeah, that one's got the MGL5 but 1334, just like the Napa Proformer. So again, this one's the one that's sold at O'Reilly's. And here we go. We got the number 20 on the base plate. The O-ring is the same as the OEM, the Proformer, and the full filter. Then we look down there, there's the bypass valve. We got the rubber anti-drain back valve and the O-ring. And then there is the metal core, and there are no dimples, but it has the same design, or that's the same exact part of the Napa Proformer. So looks like those are exactly the same. So we'll set those aside. And then now I will be showing you the STP from AutoZone. And this is the S2808. And to my excitement, I saw both of these and I looked at them and I saw that they were, again, the OEM design. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, that's good. So here is the rubber O-ring and the rubber drain back valve. And that O-ring is the same as the EcoGuard, or EcoGuard, again, however you want to say it. And then we look down there, there's the bypass valve. And then here is the metal core on the inside. And it's the same as the microguard, the proformer, and yeah, so the microguard and the Napa proformer. So again, same canister, same base plate, same, well, almost the same O-ring, pretty much identical. So that's the bottom tier, and now I have the top tier filters from, again, AutoZone with the STP, O'Reilly's with the MicroGuard Select Extended Life, and then the Napa Gold. So I'll start with the Napa Gold, and I know all of you Wix / Napa Gold or Napa Platinum nut huggers are always saying Napa Gold is the best because it's made by Wix and Wix is the best and this is the only filter that you should get. Well, newsflash, that you'll see here in a little bit, Wix no longer manufactures the Napa Gold filters, or even their proformer for that matter. Oh yeah, and I forgot, the Napa proformer is manufactured in China. The MicroGuard is manufactured in China. The STP filter is made in China. So pretty sure they're from the same warehouse anyways, but again, here we are with the Napa Gold. We have part number 1334 and not much on the box, but anyways, we're not here for the box. So I flip over the filter and we see that we have the number 20 and we have the letter B right there. And what do you know? It's got the plastic over it. Same amount of inlet holes, same diameter and all that stuff. And then we got not only the silicone anti-drain back valve now, but we also have a silicone O-ring. And then we look down there at the core and it has the dimples, just like the OEM one. And just like the EcoGuard or EcoGuard. So looks like this is just a OEM-ish design now, and well, again, not much like it's not looking like Wix manufactures it. It's also manufactured in Vietnam right there, and yeah, so there's that. And then we'll move to the MicroGuard Select Extended Life from O'Reilly's. And it's MSL 51334. So we'll flip it over. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got 20 and we have B. Oh my gosh, look at that. They're aligned the same way, and sure enough, what do you know? It's the same exact filter. It's the same dimpled metal core on the inside. So we got the Napa Gold right here on the right. You can see the dimples on the metal core. And then over here is the MicroGuard Select. We got the dimples on the metal core on the inside. And then we got the bypass valve there. We got the bypass valve here. So what do you know? It's the same exact filter. Flip them over. Same canister. Same thing. Leak tested. Leak tested. So I'd be willing to bet that they're manufactured at the same place, again, on the MicroGuard Select, made in Vietnam. Made in Vietnam. Interesting. And that's what I said when I bought the O'Reilly's first, the MicroGuard Select, and then I went into Napa when I bought the Proformer and the Gold. And I said, that's exactly the same thing as the O'Reilly MicroGuard Select. The last but not least, I have the AutoZone STP S2808XL. This one is actually made in China right there. But nonetheless, we have a silicone anti-drainback valve and silicone O-ring. There are the inlet holes. There's the bypass valve down there. And we have no dimples. But nonetheless, again, I have another OEM design filter. And yeah, so the O-ring is a little different on the design, but nonetheless, this is my OEM design filter showcase. So get all those lined up as best I can. The part number showing. You're not going to be able to see the, well, no, I'll put that there, and then I have to put the full filter upside down because, yeah. But anyways, here is the OEM designed oil filters for the Hyundais, but specifically I have a 2011 Hyundai Genesis Coupe, but that's the video.